By Mark Carriker. It's called A Tale of Glory and will be read by Jacob Doiron. Hey everybody.
Hey.
So it's actually Taste of Glory by my buddy Mark, and it starts like this. One day, I invite a bunch of the dudes out for some lunchtime beers, and we decide to meet at this little hipster microbrewery that we've been wanting to check out. And it's just fucking adorable. The entire place is whittled out of organic free-range cedar. All the light fixtures are gas lamps. There's an old-timey coin-operated jukebox in the corner. A lumbersexual dress code is apparently highly encouraged, which is kind of my aesthetic, so cool place. So we proceed to sample a few of the brews, just keeping it casual. And I'm getting pretty enthusiastic as I'm realizing that these beers are freaking exquisite, the craftiest of the craft. Each one has been lovingly and skillfully formulated to propel human consciousness straight into total divine enlightenment. I'm tasting notes of Tangelo rind, Italian leather, cardamom, white chocolate truffle, my dog's happiest dreams, God's cosmic ineffability. And somewhere along my encounter with these small batch artisanal beauties, my brain decides that instead of sending me soaring forth to nirvana on luminous wings of hops and mash, instead of transcending, it's just going to crumple up and throw itself into the trash. I slipped from sober to tipsy to fucking tilted within maybe 45 minutes. And I should rewind here and share some background information about myself. I was born on the 16th of October in 1988 during a storm on an idyllic little ranch in the Texas Hill Country to Zeke and Dolores Carriker. 6 pounds, 47 ounces with a lustrous head of brownish blonde hair. My first word was dictionary. And now I have cancer. Fucking cocksucking motherfucking cancer. So anyway, back to this occasion I'm discussing with y'all. I had chemotherapy drugs infused in my body about 12 hours prior to my slightly submoderate day drinking. I need you to know this so that you understand that I have some justification for graduating rather quickly from craft beer aficionado to busted fire hydrant of human digestive spume. You should also know that I'm really just unbelievably smart. Like on that nootropic drug from Bradley Cooper's Limitless kind of smart. Flowers for Algernon shit. So my calculating and premeditative pre 3 or 4 beers mind knew something like this could happen, and I was ready. I have this Cancer Kid backpack, and I had packed away a generous portion of the infinity napkins that my wife keeps in the center console part of her car, as well as a huge grip of plastic grocery sacks, triple bagged for everyone's benefit, ready and waiting, just in case. I'm considerate like that. I know a lot of sensible people probably think that it's not a good idea to mix alcohol with life-threatening illnesses, but look, I like beer, and this cancer bullshit isn't going to keep me from enjoying a few with my pals. And knowing my circumstances, I'd be a bitch Boy Scout if I wasn't super prepared. So I'm sitting there with my dudes, sipping, chatting, sipping, and I start to recognize the early symptoms of emesis, and that's what fancy lab coat people call the act of vomiting. You're welcome. My mouth is getting like 11 kinds of salty, my salivary glands feel like they're about to burst, and my face is contorting into that look a cat gets when it's about to choke out a Mongo hairball. So all these totally subtle indicators cue me to grope around in my Cancer Kid scout pack for supplies and attempt to contain the gruesomeness that I'm about to unleash. Did I get the bag out in time? Did I embarrass myself in front of all my friends? Am I in a YouTube fails compilation video now? Was it my friends who put me in a YouTube fails compilation video? find out in part 2 of A Taste of Glory. It's a 2-part series at the next Grown Up Story Time. That's December 17th. Mark your calendars, and I'll see y'all then. Okay. So, you guys are gross, and I'll keep going. There's like so much more vomit stuff to talk about coming right up. So, so there I am, inevitability upon me. My digestive organs are revving up all their rejective protocols, and I get one of these handy triple reinforced barf bags out just in time to catch the contents of my stomach, right there on the table where I'm sitting. It's like, go me, I did it. But with this terrible feat accomplished and successfully contained, thankfully, I'm feeling really gross, a little wobbly, needing to bail on this disgusting triple reinforced bag of bodily fluids and to just go clean myself up. So I stand up with this one idea in mind, only to realize, to my utter astonishment, that I somehow made a scene when I hollered vomit out of my body in the middle of this staggeringly beautiful and thoughtfully understated craft beer sanctuary. I start to notice that the other well-behaved guests are all turning and staring at me with expressions like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Or like, "What in Jesus' name just happened?" And even a couple like, "Bro, nice save, dude." And something else about me. This is also true for sober Mark. When I find myself in awkward situations, my mouth just starts saying stuff before my rational mind has any chance to interject. I can't stop it. And my rational mind was a little drunk. So I'm standing up, having gained the attention of this crowd, the gas lamp spotlight upon me, and I feel compelled to explain myself, and I'm kind of obligated. In this uncomfortable and indeterminable pause, where I must have made individual and direct eye contact with every single person in there, I explain, it's not what it looks like. I have cancer. I just had chemo. Not kidding. Which I'm sure you can imagine is a pretty foolproof excuse for damn near anything. It's, Mark's being kind of a moody twat today. It's like, cancer. Mark wouldn't eat anything but canned soup and Sour Patch Kids. Well, cancer. Mark said that my nephew Braden, or Brenton or whatever, sucks at soccer. It's like, he does, but cancer. Mark won't stop making morbid jokes about his own death. It's like, well, I got cancer. Mark forced us to watch the entire director's cut of the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the whole entire The Hobbit trilogy. Why the hell was The Hobbit 3 separate feature-length films? It's just so unnecessary. Of course we have to watch them all. It's cancer. Mark just noisily ejected his insides into a bag in the middle of a wonderful and crowded brewery. I was like, well, you guessed it, cancer. I hate to fall back on that excuse so readily, but I was cornered. The pause that followed was even more uncomfortable than the first. And I get it. How could anyone respond to that? It's like, my bad, y'all. I have cancer. That's awkward. Fuck. So I gotta go for the joke to get off this hook. So I follow up with, I'm also a little bitch that can't handle my liquor. And it works. Praise our holy Lord in heaven. A solid, heartfelt chuckle lightens up the room. Enough for me to exit stage left and escape to the restroom, where one gentleman is opening the door for me while another dude is giving me a high five. This baby on the changing table inside is giving me his very first thumbs up, and he's like, "Yeah, Madman Mark, like, you fucking killed it out there. That was sick." A pimp materializes and just gives me his cane, and a big ass ring pop just appears on my finger. It was cherry flavored. It's fucking sweet. So everything's peachy. I've just had the greatest triumph of my public improv career. I'm all cleaned up, starting to feel all right again, rectified, reassembled, renormalized. So I decided to go on and reward my impeccable comedic timing with a few more of these stellar beers. Which leads to my getting well and truly drunk, just shit-faced, and I end up vomiting into some Albertsons bags again and getting asked to leave. which is okay because this has been a long day. Fucking agreed. It's time to go. So I bid adieu to my dudes. I guess I don't totally remember that part, and since I wouldn't dream of subjecting my lovely, amazing, patient, forgiving, beautiful, just absolute saint of a wife to any more of my peptic shenanigans, I'm looking forward to depositing myself onto the couch in our living room with another of my triple strength barf bags, just in case, and passing the F out. Game over. So that's it. That's my taste of glory. It's dumb, but in the record book of my life, the Hitchhiker's Guide to Mark Carriker, you'll find this memory indexed under good times. And in conclusion, I just want to say that this cancer shit has me really appreciating life and other humans and all the stupid moments we share. And I just love the people of this earth so much. Cheers to us.
That was a taste of glory. Keep it going for him. That was really great. That was awesome. All right. You guys still doing good?